What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Team Fish Knuckles YouTube channel. Now, before we get to Brent's interview, this is Decklist to use at it was at regionals, but I don't know how to pronounce it, so I'm sorry about that. I'll put it like up down below. It'll say the name of the regionals. But as you see, it's another Yveltal deck. This time is no Garbodor, and of course, why do you play? I asked him why do you play no Garbodor. Of course, we talk about the two Headringers in it too. Seems pretty cool. And I asked about does he have any two energy switch. And we also talk about another regionals, and instead of playing the third Yveltal, the two Headringer, and the two Switch, he played another Toad, so he played three Toad then, two Max Potions, which of course I asked about, one more Dark Energy, so now he's playing 9 Dark, and he's playing a Spirit Tomb. That's pretty cool, but hopefully enjoy the interview. Thanks for watching. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Team Fish Knuckles YouTube channel. Today we're actually doing a regional stakes question and answer video. And what's your name?
Brent Hermans.
Okay, so I know we're talking about two different regionals. What's the first regionals you want to talk about?
Regionals in Germany, in Keulen actually. This was about 3 to 4 weeks ago.
Okay. So how'd you end up doing a Swiss?
I went 4-1-1.
And what were the decks that you played against, and did you win or lose against them?
Round 1 I played against Night March, and I actually lost that round. It was 1-1, and game 3 I went first and checked my deck with Ultra Ball and don't see any toads, so I kind of just lost that one.
Okay. That's crazy.
Yeah, true. Normally you would win with the toads. Then I faced just Seismitoad, Slurpuff, and I won because I play Yveltal with Darkrai and Keldeo. It's pretty easy. If you just Toad lock them yourself and then build a big Yveltal. Then I played against Monectic Groudon, and I thought I was gonna lose that one because of Monectic, but he ended up benching like the normal Groudon, and I just sliced under it and Quaking Punched and then made sure it died going into my turn with Laser. So I could take a lot of prizes easily.
Okay.
And he just kept doing that game 2 as well, so I just won 2-0. And then another Manectric Groudon deck, and this one didn't really set up, so I just steamrolled him pretty much.
Okay.
And then again against Toad variant, but this one was with Jinx. And yeah, with Yveltal it's also not that difficult because they can't really do much damage, and yeah, you play Keldeo, so
That's true.
not too hard. And then the last round was against a friend of mine, and he was 4-0-1 and I was 1-1, so we just ID'd.
So, going to top 8, are you nervous? Are you excited?
Yeah, just not really nervous, just excited, yeah. I'm happy to have top 8, to have points, and we'll see what happens.
Okay.
I played off against but another one was also there from Belgium, Manu, and he played Toad Buff, and this one was a bit tougher because game 1 I pretty much win kind of easy, and then game 2 I don't really draw that much, and he gets like a Team Fairground on my DCE Seismitoad, and I don't really draw the DCE, so I kind of lose.
Okay.
And then game 3 goes into time, and yeah, that was just a regular game. I think it goes into time when I have 2 prizes left and he has 4. So that's where it finishes as well. Also, but I won that one if we can do it, I'm pretty sure.
What'd you say?
What?
I didn't hear the last part you said.
Yeah, that I think I would have won that one if it was just played out as well, because I had a really big event also.
Okay.
Yeah, then the top 4 match was against Yveltal mirror match.
Okay.
And game 1, I kind of am like 90% sure I'm gonna win because I removed all his energies out of the field, and I have a really big Yveltal. But then he just benches the den, attaches an energy and a muscle band, and I'm like, oh shit, this guy did den. So I kind of just lost that first game because of that. And then game 2 I won because I knew now he played it then, so I kind of adjusted my style a bit towards that. And then it was time, and I kind of started GG and lost that way because of time. Maybe I would have won if we keep playing, but I don't think so with the draw to start.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah. Well, I mean, still, top 4 is pretty good, so congratulations, sir.
yeah, thank you.
Alright. So, in your list, you played 2 Darkrai. What was that?
Because like you've got, I think the first regional I actually played Switch as well, but also because of you don't have to play too much Switch in your deck with Darkrai, and if you have Keldeo, it's just easy switch in, switch out, and like against those Darkrai Keldeo, like if you that regional where it was still really popular and really good, so if you just log them yourself and have Darkrai, Keldeo, Yveltal on your bench, you're kind of gonna win that game anytime.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought when I face a lot of those decks, then I just win against them because of that. And if I have 2 Darkrai's, that's better than 1 because then it's not priced a lot. And yeah, that's really the reason behind Darkrai.
Okay. And you did play 2 Headringers. Was that more to slow down your opponent, or was that to make Yveltal's attacks more bigger?
Yeah, it was mainly as well because of Seismitoad, because you can just deny them their first Waking Punch, which is really, really good. And also because I was a bit afraid of Virgin, because I thought German players might play a lot of Virgin, and I didn't really play a lot in that area, so I didn't play Spiritomb as well, or Garbodor. So Yveltal generally has a good matchup if you play those cards, but if you don't, I think you will probably lose to Virgin, so Headringer was kind of needed as well, I think. And it came in very handy against Manectric deck as well, Manectric Groudon deck, so that was...
Okay. Now, you did play the 2 energy switches. Did you ever have a crazy energy switch play that your opponent didn't see coming?
Yeah, one time it was round 5, I think, yeah, against a Toad Jinx player. He actually played Mewtwo, so I'm just doing my strategy against Toad, going like Keldeo, Darkrai, Toad, Yveltal, and then I have a big Yveltal, and that was game 1. And he responds with a Mewtwo, but I had like a hand of 9, 10 cards or something. So what happens is I just had a regular Yveltal and that 1 Dark Energy on my Keldeo. So I just decided, okay, let's go for this. Like attach DCE, attach Muscle Band, Energy Switch Dark to the Yveltal, and then Juniper, and I only needed a laser to get the kill. And I had like 3 in deck or something, so I just threw the laser and then killed the Mewtwo in return. And couldn't really come back from that.
Yeah, seems pretty solid. Alright.
Yeah.
So, going to the other regionals, what regionals is this?
In France, Merville. That's actually the last regionals I attended. I needed the top to get like all 4 of my regional point slots. So I kind of just thought, yeah, I'm gonna play it safe, play Yveltal again. I might not win with Yveltal, but I'm having a pretty good shot at top 8ing, so
Okay. So
I chose it.
Okay. So how'd you end up doing a Swiss?
It was actually a smaller regional. I went 3-0-2 there.
Okay. And what were the decks that you played against, and did you tie against any of them?
Round 1, I played against a friend of mine, Jeroen. We drove together there, and we have to play each other round 1, so that kind of sucked.
Yeah.
He played Executor, and yeah, it was just 3 the first one I win because he don't. Yeah, I play Spiritomb in that tournament, pretty good against Executor. And I kind of have Baby Yveltal and just keep recycling energy, so I win that one. Game 2 he owns me, so I can't play any supporters, I lose. And game 3 he starts really bad and I just win, so
Okay.
pretty lucky. Executor is not a good matchup, not a bad matchup, but like Team Green.
Yeah.
Round 2 I play against a really good matchup, Gengar. Yeah, that was 3d6.
Yeah.
I think it lasts about 10 minutes or something, so that was easy.
Now was it?
Um,
What was
there,
the? Oh, what was the
what?
Gengar paired with?
With Revenant
Okay.
and no shoes, so yeah, it was really easy. I started Jirachi game one and like no supporter, but I still really easily won. So
Yeah. Okay. All right.
yeah. Game three, match three, I played against Fairies. That was a bit tougher. The first one I could win with a streak of Lysanders and Quaking Punch on the spreadsheet. And then the second game, yeah, it was a long game, a very long game. But I missed some crucial cards, and he always has max potion when he needs it, so I kind of lose. And then, yeah, game three, we decided just to tie at that point because like it was I think 5 or 10 minutes left. So the only way somebody would win is when it's not really justified for that person to win. So we
Yeah.
just tied.
Okay.
Um, then round four, I played against a very weird deck, Empoleon with Howlucha and like yeah, just a speed variant of those two combined.
Okay.
It was really difficult. It was a really good match. Game one, it came down to him hitting Lysander or not from his draw for turn and Empoleon diving draw. I think even two Empoleon. Yeah, so 5 cards he had to hit it, and he missed, so I won. Then game two came down to I think me hitting the KO, and then if I would have missed the KO, him having a Lysander, and I missed it, and he has the Lysander, so he wins. And then game three, I hit a laser heads the first turn, and he misses the sleeve flip, so that's really huge. And from there, I kind of win. I just need to draw decent from there and just take kills on how to adjust, which is not really too difficult with Yveltal.
Mm.
So then I'm 301, and then I play against March to decide the ID for top.
Okay. So going to top
So
eight.
yeah,
Going to top eight again. Are you just excited that you did good with Yveltal again?
I don't really like playing Yveltal that much, but I think it's just a good deck, and
Uh-huh.
yeah,
Okay.
it's not really fun to play, but yeah, you're kind of it's a solid choice. Yeah, top eight it was against another Yveltal deck. I do like the mirror matches of Yveltal because they're kind of skillful, I think. Because if you know how to play with baby Yveltal at crucial moments really good, and your opponent just like decides to attack with his Yveltal X, you're always gonna win that game.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually yeah. Game one, I stay asleep for like 3 turns on a laser with my Yveltal X, and I lose. It was still close, but I couldn't win. And then game two, I kind of donkey Strubbish. So yeah, that was weird.
Yeah.
And game three, I stay asleep with Yveltal as well a long time, but I still managed to pull the win out with yeah, just using my baby Yveltal for his Darkness Blade at the end. Snipe a Darkrai with like 90 damage from before a White Cyclone or something off, and then get a cheap win that way because I had the Lysander in hand, so I thought I'll just play to that.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, in top four, I faced the same fairy opponents that I played in Swiss in the third round. So going into that match, I was like, okay, tournament's over. Probably not gonna win against fairy with Yveltal. I didn't play Garbodor. If I would play Yveltal now, I would play Garbodor, but yeah, I didn't then, so not really much to do. Game one, I kind of just lost. He played a Trevenant as well, so he could like Lysander up my Keldeo and then use the first attack. I'm not sure what it's called, but then you can't retreat, and it just blocks your Keldeo active. So Yeah, I don't know. It's Dark Forest or Closed Forest or something. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I
For
can't
one.
remember. I can't remember the name either.
Yeah, but it was really good against Kelly. I was like, fuck, can't really do much against that. So I just ended up lasering that Trevenant and attaching a DCE to my Keldeo and a Muscle Band and just attacking. But then he had max potion, so it didn't really work out. And then I lost that one. Game 2 I actually win. Uh, Also with a pretty crazy energy switch turn. Because in that matchup it comes down to you kind of have to sacrifice one of your Yveltal. Because he plays Monectric and Yveltal as well to get the energy of the board of the fairy player, I think. And that actually worked really well because I knew I had like a computer search and an energy switch left with about 13 cards in deck.
Hmm.
So I had a Juniper play. If I would have hit one of those two, then I would like win the game, and I did. So I won the game. And then game 3, there was pretty much time left, like about 15 minutes or something, I think. But I start Jirachi, no supporter, and kind of just lost from there. So yeah.
You have a trend to start with Jirachi.
Yeah, starting Jirachi sucks, but yeah, it's good for if you don't have supporters when with 4 Ultra Balls getting Jirachi, so yeah.
Okay.
Can't really, but I'm happy with the top 4, I wanted the points, so if you
Yeah.
win it's always better, but yeah.
I mean, back-to-back top fours is pretty good. So congratulations.
Thank you, thank you.
All right. So in the other regionals, you decided to play 2 max potions. Why did you decide to play those 2 cards?
Um, it was an idea of my friend. Like as well, I always play like I like Max Potion. I played like one in another regional as well in my Yveltal list together with a Getsis to counter Flareon. But after that we took it out and then we put 2 in. It's good against Executor because if they even if they laser you, you can just heal like 120 possibly, or maybe even 150. In another regional, I healed like 150 from my Yveltal X with Max Potion that way.
Hmm.
It's also good with Energy Switch and White Cyclone. When you play the Yveltal Mirror, you can White Cyclone your DCE back, then retreat, and then Energy Switch, Max Potion, all the damage off. Or just when you have a Seismitoad active and you want to Max Potion that, get a new DCE, it's also strong. So also for the Oblivion Wing with Yveltal, just get a Dark Engrave, heal off, attach a Dark, get that Dark back. There are a lot of cool plays with Max Potion,
That's
and
true.
I really like the Dark because then you possibly don't lose to a Lysander in some situations.
Okay. Now you did play the 1 Spiritomb. Why was that?
Yeah, the one Spiritomb because of Virgin, and also for Executor. Hex Mirror is a pretty good attacking Executor because if they leave their hand open with like 10 cards, then you kind of just do that and have energy for the rest of the game and win.
Hmm.
Because they don't really play N, I think, maybe sometimes one, but like, yeah, if you just can Hex Mirror once for 10 and draw 4 energy, 3 energy, that's huge. I mean,
Yeah.
and yeah, against Virgin, if you like the Yveltal deck without Garbodor as a bad matchup against Virgin, so I feel like you should always have something, or Headringers or Spiritomb, but you have to have something, otherwise you lose.
Okay. Now you keep talking about Garbodor a lot. Why did you not play it for these tournaments?
Um, the first one, I really didn't debate playing it, because I thought Yveltal at that moment, I thought really that was the best deck. Because yeah, just Toad being the best deck, and then Yveltal kind of wins against Toad if you play it right in that matchup at that moment, because then they didn't play too many Flare Grunts, I think, the Toad list. Uh, but if you play Garbodor then, and you play the mirror match, you kind of have a lot of dead cards, and that's not really good. So that's why I didn't play it in that regional, in Keulen. But in France, I didn't play it because I didn't really. Yeah, I made my list and like the drive there. Then that's when I decided what deck I was gonna play.
Hmm.
And I didn't really know Ferry or Orlando bats or something would be that big, and yeah, it really was. So probably the Garbodor there would have been a better play, but yeah, it's too late now, so, and it's
Yes,
still not bad.
that's true. Now, would you change anything else up with your deck besides adding the Garbodors in?
Um, I don't think so. Yeah, I would cut the Spiritomb, of course, because then you don't really need it.
Hmm.
And probably cut a Darkrai if I add Garbodors in, because that really doesn't work well together. But other than that, not really. I think so.
Okay. So, how many championship points you at currently?
557, I think. Yeah,
Okay.
something.
And how many championship points are you looking to get?
Above 800. I really want to get first or second at my nationals, and then I should have the trip world normally,
Okay.
hopefully.
Yeah, that's true. Now, do you have any more regionals coming up, or are you all done now?
Yeah, no, the regionals are pretty much done unless we travel pretty far, like 4 or 5 hours. But not sure I'm gonna do that because, like, maybe if I win one, then a top four at nationals would be okay. But I don't know, winning one is not easy. So.
Yeah, that's true. All right. Well, do you want to give any shout outs to anybody?
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to my friend Jeroen. We played together all season, and he's also at like 530 championship points or something. So it was really a cool season with him. And also to Sen, you interviewed him already, I think, with his Peruvian Toad deck.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's also a pretty cool guy, pretty intelligent player as well. And that's about it.
Alrighty, man. Well, thank you so much for doing this, and good luck at nationals.
Thanks, man. Good luck with your channel and upcoming tournaments.
Alrighty, man. Thank you. Take care.
Bye.